I love being a vegan, but there are so many misconceptions about plants, especially when you are first starting out and you're wanting to commit to eating better. Faux meats are a blessing and can be a curse if you don't know what they're used for, or if you should even use them at all. Faux meats are not the representation of the vegan and plant-forward lifestyle. There, I said it. I said it. Now, I know that crossing over to the green side is hard because you are giving up traditions, you're giving up different recipes that you were so familiar with. And with the growing of the industry, people are making I want to say this properly. People are making imposters and making them the face of a lifestyle that is strictly about whole foods. Now, veganism to me is like high school. When you first start, you don't know anything. You're like a freshman. So you are eating the faux meats. You are eating the hot dogs. You're eating all of these processed things. And with eating processed, you have to know that even though it is vegan, even though it is plant-based, it can still be unhealthy. And that's what we're going to talk about today. Now, I will never tell you not to eat faux meats because I still consume them minimally. And when I say minimally, I might eat faux meats maybe once a month, a couple times a month. But for the most part, when I go grocery shopping, it's whole foods. Faux meats should not be a substitution to whole foods because processed is processed is processed. No matter if it's vegan, no matter if it's plant-based, it's still processed, filled with sodium, and also filled with ingredients that you cannot pronounce. And if you cannot pronounce it, you would not know what it could possibly do to your body. So let's talk about it. Now, I see a lot of people, they are consumed with the Beyond Meats, the Impossible Burgers, the Morning Stars. Morning Star used to be my jump off when I first started because I didn't know any better. I didn't understand that your body needs whole foods, especially when I jumped from eating Chick-fil-A, eating McDonald's, Wendy's, Checkout, Waffle House. So for me to jump from eating horrible things to something that wasn't as horrible, Whole Foods was not even on the bingo card. But as I got into this lifestyle and saw how Whole Foods made me feel, I was able to sleep better. My skin was amazing. I wasn't lethargic. I wasn't bloated. I rely on Whole Foods. Now, I'm not without having a craving every now and then because before I was vegan, I did used to love burgers. I wasn't a red meat fan, but I did used to love burgers. So every now and then, when I don't have the time to sit up and make me a freshly made chickpea mushroom burger, I'll go out and get a vegan burger from one of the restaurants. But there's only 2 restaurants that I will get my burgers from. One, they freshly make it. 2, one uses a blend from, I think, Impossible and Beyond. But like I said, these are treats. This is not something that I eat on a consistent basis. Faux meat should not be in your diet every day. It should not be a substitution for you to eat good food. Now, I get it. You go to the grocery store, you see all these different things, and it can be overwhelming because you don't know what you don't know. And that's what markets are relying on, because the more that you buy their faux meats, is the more that they stay in business. And that is the more that you could possibly have health issues, which means that you could possibly, go to the hospital. diabetes, high blood pressure. Now, I'll say this again. I am not against faux meats, but you have to understand things in moderation. So, I like to think of faux meats like you're riding a bike and you have training wheels. Faux meats are there to help you balance your new life, but it is not for you to stay on your training wheels, because eventually you're going to have to learn to ride the bike. And as you get through this lifestyle, you learn how to ride the bike. You learn that, oh, faux meats is not something that I want to keep in my diet. And that's what makes it expensive to be a vegan. When you're eating things that are outside of, if it's not from the ground, put it down, that's what makes it expensive. And that's why the propaganda is out there that, oh, veganism is unhealthy. Veganism is expensive. All of those things is because of the processed meats. All of those things is because of the advertising and marketing that, oh, you know, you eating plant-based and you eating vegan. They're not putting it's junk food. It's only whole foods is what is part of the lifestyle. That's it. So now you're like, well, Angela, since you know so much, what am I supposed to be eating? You can eat your faux meats, but eat them once a week, a couple of times a month. Improvise in the kitchen, because I make a mean chickpea mushroom burger. And when I tell you, chef's kiss. And FYI, the only reason why you are eating meat is because of the plants that are on top of meat. So get in your kitchen, use your imagination. I'm telling you, whole foods are the way to go. And if you ever get overwhelmed, always remember, if it's not from the ground, put it down. Faux meats are supposed to help you on your journey, but it is not the face of true plant-forward or vegan living. Your body craves whole foods. It's like putting premium gas in the tank. Now, if you're new, I'm gonna give you a pass. But if you're not new, tell me what your favorite faux meat brand is. Tell me what your whole food swap is. You have to like, you have to subscribe, because I want you to be a pop star. Remember, it's all about progress and not perfection. If ever in doubt, if it's not from the ground, put it down. And talk to me in the comments. I want everybody here on the green side.